Released July 19, 2022 for PS4, Xbox One, Windows and the Switch by developer Hero Beat Studios and publisher Handy Games, Endling Extinction is Forever gives players a feel of what life's like as a wild animal. In this unexpectedly immersive experience, the shoe is now on the other foot, so to speak, as we set off on an adventure as the last mother fox on Earth, doing the best she can to survive while keeping her cubs alive. Thanks to the publisher for the review key. The story of Endling is a touching and heartfelt one. I never thought a video game about an animal could be this touching and sometimes even nerve-wracking. Like I said, you and your cubs are the last of your kind, and whether this fox knows it or not, the continuation of the species rests solely on her tiny back. You have 4 cubs to tend to, but early on in, one is kidnapped by a scavenger, a trapper. You spend the rest of your time tracking down said tracker to get your cub back. Along the way, you experience and witness various things which clearly illustrates the destructive nature of man, as well as your personal struggles, keeping your cubs healthy, helping other animals in need, and doing your best not to get shot, caught, or become some other wildlife's prey. I say personal struggles, although personal applies to actual persons. But based on how deeply immersed I got in this experience, today I'm calling Miss Foxy Brown here a person. Yeah. The story is conveyed in a vague yet masterful way, and I'm not complaining, as I would have it no other way. Where visuals are concerned, Endling Extinction is Forever gets another thumbs up. With what looks like hand-drawn artwork, the environments are gorgeous. The characters, both human and wildlife, beautifully illustrated, with smooth and refined animations. Each of the areas you go through as you progress are distinctly different from each other and keeps the senses engaged and stimulated. Sound gets a nod as well. The score is excellent, perfectly suited. While there's no voice acting, the animal sounds, the ambient effects, basic sound effects, all on point. Hats off to Hero Beat Studios for the extra attention paid to detail in both the sound and visual department. On to what really matters, the gameplay. On startup, there aren't much options, but what's needed is present. The controls are tight and intuitive. Your fox can run, sneak, bark, use her animal senses. You can zoom in a bit, pet your cubs to soothe them, interact with objects, pick up your cubs and fall in prey, and use your cubs' skills. At first, Endling will feel like you've been thrown into a glorified escort mission, because although there is a tutorial, there is still a lot of figure it out on your own moments, and your cubs are quite the useless burdens early on. But as you progress, you'll figure out what parts of the environments are interactive, what you can and cannot do based on the level you're at, and of course, your cubs are able to gain new abilities, which prove quite useful. You no longer need to worry about them every second, with every little thing. This, however, does not mean it's a free-for-all. You'll still need to guide them and feed them. I swear, these little shits have an abyss for stomachs. Luckily, the game is designed with the player's sanity in mind. So once you pay attention and play by the unwritten rules created by the devs, like focus on keeping them fed and getting back to your foxhole before nightfall, you'll be fine. At first, because the Sage has amassed quite the backlog of reviews due to the versatile nature of the Lab Video Game TV, we were trying to plow through this as quickly as we could to get on to the next. That was a mistake. This is not Doom. And while it's not a long or particularly difficult game, it does take some patience. Other than finding food, getting back to Fox Space before dark, you'll have to do quite a bit of stealth. Avoiding humans, which aren't all bad by the way, avoiding predators, and navigating your way through the maps to find your cub. In order to do these things, it's gonna require patience. As you make your way, new areas will open up, and you'll even have new layers to inhabit. At first, I thought the day and night cycle coupled with figuring out the maps would have been a bit of a nuisance, but it was a pretty smooth experience. When it's time to get back, there is an indicator that basically points you in the right direction, and the game never gets truly hard or complex. One might say there are puzzle elements at play here, but I beg to differ. Puzzle would be too strong a word. Yeah, there are things that you'll need to figure out, but I wouldn't call them puzzles, more common sense decisions. Other than some noticeably long load times and a slight trial by fire approach to learning the mechanics, I got no real complaints with Endling. Endling, Extinction is Forever, much like Stray, is an animal sim. Yeah, I probably just made that up, but yeah, it's a wild animal sim, worth checking out. It's our review, but ultimately your choice. Give Endling a shot. It's available for almost everything, and I can safely say it will be gaming cash well spent. AAA games are all well and good, but many times, if you'd like a truly unique experience, one off the beaten path, then the indie scene is where you want to be. Show your support for independent game developers. Most, if not all, indie games are priced relatively low. Some are even free with the option to donate, so there's really no reason to pass. Thanks for watching. If you like our content, feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If we found a way to offend your fragile China shop-like sensibilities with this one, then hey, we all know where to find the various hate buttons, don't we? Either way, we won't hold it against you. I'm Silver Neko on the Lab Video Game TV, and our game is never over.